everybody, bringing you another video from Climac TV. My name is Clement. Today I just want to quickly talk about Manchester United, actually particularly regarding the loan move from Marcus Rashford move from Manchester United to Aston Villa. Personally, like I said before, I'm not just confined to only tennis, because I know sports spectrum a lot, and I really let me just say this: I'm a Manchester United fan, so I've been following for a very very long time. So actually, this is one of the torrid moments of Manchester United Football Club. Like the time we are in right now is a really really difficult time for you to be a Manchester United fan. But actually we have actually endured some beautiful moments in the Premiership, and I can still remember the time of Sir Alex Ferguson. Not just like the transition he did from 2000 to 2021-22, up to the point that he got the signing of Ronaldo, and then Wayne Rooney, and then the list goes on, and the Premiership titles we won during that spell, to the point of where Sir Alex Ferguson finally retired, and he tried to pass the torch to David Moyes, and then the club has just gone downhill from. I don't want to. Maybe I will talk more about those spell, in my other videos coming up. But right now, I just want to quickly focus on the career of Marcus Rashford in Manchester United. So Marcus Rashford is the kind of player like it was a disappointment. I can still remember vividly the reason why he got called up by Louis van Gaal at I think it was around 2015, like that, when they just made the signing of Anthony Martial. So Anthony Martial was supposed to play in that Champions League against I cannot quite remember vividly the Champions League which Anthony Martial was supposed to play, and then Martial got injured, and then Rashford was called up from the youth, and then he came in and he scored, and in the next game against Arsenal he scored 2 goals. So like from there we all think like the trajectory of Marcus Rashford is just going to go up, and then also his career is just going to transcend to a very very good player. So for me, Marcus Rashford has not improved one bit during the time he has been playing for Manchester United. He's just been there for a long time, from 2015 up to 10 years. He has played so many matches. He has played. He have a lot of experience. To the point that they are not paying him a lot of money. I think now he's the highest. He was the highest paid player in Manchester United, ranking up to about £350,000 per week, which is quite absurd for a player who has played over almost 300 games for Manchester United, and he has only scored 87 goals. And I can remember, so you can see during this 10 years career of Marcus Rashford playing for Manchester United, there was a time where he was really given the keys to really play. I can remember Mourinho vividly saying that when they asked him at this time, Mourinho has left Manchester United. They asked him, okay, what do you think about Marcus Rashford? He just Mourinho is a kind of a coach, or is a kind of a person who is very very honest, and he's going to tell you the truth and the way he sees it, and he's just going to tell you how it is. So he just kindly say that Marcus Rashford, he does not think Marcus Rashford is that kind of a player that is going to score a lot of goals. They asked him why. He said, "Do you think it is because of experience, or it's just his playing style. He said it's not that guy. So there's what we call he said he's not that guy because if you are talking about a young player, he said we all know Marcus Rashford is young. I'm talking about 2 or 3 years ago. Now Rashford is about 27 years old. He's not young anymore. He's an adult. He's a grown man who has a lot of experience in playing football. Mourinho pretty much said that if we are talking about a player who is young without experience, then that's okay. But in the case of Marcus Rashford, he pretty much said that Marcus Rashford is a player who is young with a lot of experience. So there's no point in trying to sugarcoat or trying to pamper him, believing he's going to reach the kind of potentials or the kind of the kind of goals he's supposed to be producing for Manchester United. There's no point in saying that he's going to reach that peak level. So he just candid say that Marcus Rashford is not that guy. For me, I've watched Rashford play all his career, play all these years in Manchester United, and I think that it's common with these players these days. They get the amount of money thrown at them very easily. The kind of deals they make, the commercials, the long-term sponsors deals they get from outside football. For me, I just feel like Marcus Rashford is not supposed to be getting that kind of amount he was being paid in Manchester United, because his playing performances was not up to that standard. So I don't want to kill the messenger here. I know that Manchester United has not been very, very good in the past how many years. I also know that the recruitment level of Manchester United has been very, very poor, regardless. So I don't want to talk too much about Eric Ten Hag, who I know is not that I think is the worst coach Manchester United has ever produced, has ever signed as a coach. He's the worst coach, the worst human being. Like he couldn't do anything with the amount of money he spent on players. They gave him so much time. They keep saying like, okay, now he needs 3 years for him to, like, Manchester United have so much good players. Where by the time he was in Manchester United, they have Ronaldo, they have Pogba, they have Retellison, they have McTominay, they have Edison Cavani, they have Mason Greenwood, they have Elanga. You can name. Now, who do they have? So, like, these players like Ugarte, like, man, it's so frustrating sometimes to watch Manchester United play football these days. And I don't want to dive in too much. Maybe I will do that in my separate video. But this particular video is specifically for Marcus Rashford. Rashford is right now playing in the team where he's supposed to be playing. Manchester United was too big for him. He could not really. I think he could not really live up to expectation. Then he just decide not to play, to be serious with his football in Manchester United anymore. And I think it was the best thing for the coach Ruben Amorim to let him go. You cannot continue to hold the club hostage because you are from England or something. And I think the best chance for Marcus Rashford to be a very, very good player was in Manchester United. And I know there is nothing he's going to play in Aston Villa that he has not already played in Manchester United. I think we have seen the best part of Marcus Rashford, and there's nothing he's going to do that is going to impress people more. I think playing now in Aston Villa is going to ease his pressure a little bit, but he's not going to do more than what he has already done in Manchester United. He has played over 300 games, scoring a mere 87 goals, with so much potential, so much ability. He did not really improve his game. He was lazy. He doesn't go hard for the ball. So I just feel like Marcus Rashford is a player that has everything set up for him to become a great player, but he squandered the opportunity. I think that right now he's playing in a place where suits him, and playing in Aston Villa, he will never get called up for England national team anymore. His best chance for playing for England was in Manchester United. By the time you leave, some players, when they leave a big team, they will never be they will never be regarded as a good player anymore. You can check down the list of players like Cleverly, as at those days he was playing for England only because he was playing for Manchester United, not because his talent was really up to that level of playing for England. I can name many players like that. Even Chris Smalling at that time, who was playing for England, it was only because he was playing for Manchester United. So when they move out of big teams, all of a sudden they are nowhere to be found. So Marcus Rashford never improved as a player. It was just there. There was never a time in his 10 years career where he scored more than 20 goals in a season, maybe 22 goals, highest at best. So it's a good thing that he has left Manchester United. At least after this season, they are going to relieve themselves from that pressure of paying him 300 more than 300,000 pounds per week, which I for my own opinion, I think it was a waste of money in the first place, giving him that much contract with doing very less of what he is supposed to be doing with that much amount of money that was being paid to him. In any case, I just feel like that's my thought regarding the transfer of Marcus Rashford to Aston Villa. Please subscribe to this channel, put the like button, subscribe. Thank you very much. See you next time.